Welcome back to Tim Havener's Outdoors. My son Tyler right there. We're out here playing with the catfish and stuff. And right down here, let me turn the camera. That is our first noodle that we have constructed with the new design. It has got half the pipe is filled with water and there's a steel weight in there. Pipe's 24 inches long. I'll post the video. I'll add the making of it later. It's laying in the water right now. We're not using a boat to chase it, so we have it tied off actually with a string so we can retrieve it. And we're just wanting to see it work. When a fish gets on there, the weight and the water should shift to the far end and the noodle should stand straight up to indicate a fish on. So we will see. Alright everybody, so as you saw in the last video, I was trying out the new style fish and noodle design I got here, and figured I'd show you, I told you I'd show you how to make them. And so this design here was actually done by watching a couple of videos, doing a little research, and the guy that actually did this, the first design, I don't know how his noodles work, but they did not stand straight up and down like you would expect it to in the water. And then I came across another video where a young man had made some of these, and actually he suggested putting about that much water in the pipes, about halfway full. So the pipes are 24 inches, so about 12 inches of it is water. The top part of it, the top 12 inches is air and the foam noodle, so it stays buoyant and it stays straight up and down. So that's what I did. And I figured I'd show you how I'm gonna make these. These right here, I actually bought the noodles from Walmart. It was just one noodle, and the pipe I actually bought, it was schedule 40 and it was ½ inch is what the first guy I watched used. And since I wasn't familiar with this, I just went off of what his list was. And after making, I got 3 of these. So after making the first 3 and figuring them out, I decided to make a couple more. I got noodles here for 4, but I only got the stuff here, the caps for making 2. So I figured I'd show you how I assemble them and do them. So what you're going to need is one, a foam noodle from Walmart. And if you get one noodle and cut them in 12-inch pieces, you'll get 4 foam pieces for 4 noodles, or jug lines. In some states they call them noodling is where they stick the hand in the fish's mouth and pull it out of the hole underwater. And over here people say noodling, and they're talking about basically a jug line that has a foam noodle on it. So I got that, and I went to the store, and when I was up there, it was like $5, $6. But this is right here. This is ½ inch by 48 inch solid round steel bar. So you use a sawzall, chop saw, whatever you got to cut off some little pieces, about 2 or 3 inches. They don't have to be exact. These right here are not exactly the same size. And what I do, because it is just bare metal and you're going to be putting water in here, is I use a little black Krylon paint, and I put a couple coats of paint on these just to kind of help them last and not rust so bad inside the tubes. And a couple of end caps, PVC glue. I highly recommend this Gorilla Glue right here. This stuff here, when it gets wet, it kind of activates this stuff. So when I put these noodles on the ½ inch pipe, they didn't quite fit all the way. And I'll come around here to the camera and see if I can show you. But they didn't quite fit all the way, and when I put that Gorilla Glue on there, it kind of like foams up, and when it gets wet, the water activates it more. So if it ain't completely dry, you can still take them out and throw them in the water, and the water will actually make them the glue work faster. Which is pretty neat stuff. I've used it before. And I know a neighbor of mine used it to fill a leak in a swimming pool. That was leaking. Obviously, because of a leak. Sometimes I do that. Anyway, I changed up the design. These right here were actually a little bit bigger eye bolts with nuts on them. And these right here are little eye bolts. But they have, basically it's like a wood screw on the end. And the size of these, this size here says it is a number 210 times 1 3/16. And I got these at Lowe's, a couple bucks. There's several of them in this pack, whereas the other ones was a couple bucks and it was only like 3 or 2. Yeah, it's 2, but I bought 2 packs. So you gotta have those. And then I like to put the Loctite clear silicone on the threads of these right when I screw them in to make sure the water that I put in the pipe does not come back out. You're going to need a drill bit. I use a little funnel and a little measuring bottle, and then I got a couple of these water bottles because I figure the water in this bottle here is going to be a little bit better water to put in the pipe than my tap water, because my tap water got all kinds of minerals and crap in it. And yeah, so all you do basically, and I don't really use the cleaner because I'm not like putting water lines together, I'm just putting these little caps on here. So I just take a little bit of the glue, and this is the new blue glue you get at the store now. Put a little in that cap there, and then just take it, slide your pipe on, and kind of twist it until it's all the way on there. Hold it for a second. Sit that one down. Here's the next one. Now I went out last night with my son, and we threw one of these noodles in the water. We tied it. We didn't go out with a little boat or anything, so I just tied some string to it so I could retrieve it. But the fish really weren't biting last night, so it wasn't really a good night for fishing. We caught one yellow perch. We didn't catch any catfish. Had a lot of bites, but I think they were little fish because they weren't really like setting a hook on themselves. Might need to go with a bigger drill bit, maybe. See that work? Now it's going to rain, you ain't going to hear it dancing. I say, it's going to rain off and on all day. Let me get a little screwdriver. I'll show you the trick. Alright, so I'm going to show you my little trick here for a second. Hope y'all can hear me with that rain hitting. Shop because it's a metal roof and it's raining this asphalt outside right now. So I'm just gonna finish up. Hear me because it's kind of quiet down with it. What I did was, because I don't know how much water is asked from here, I just fill the pipe all the way up, and then I use a little jug like this that has little measurements on the side, and I pour that water in here, and that way I can just divide that by half, and that's what should be in the pipe. So if I look at my little jug right here on my little measuring scale, I'm right at about the 8 mark, so I just need to pour about half of this out so it's 4 left in here. That should be it right there. So the water's in. Take your little steel weight, drop that in. Water's gonna slosh out. Take this little guy out. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and just slide the noodle on over here. You can do it over the cap if you forget and put the cap on. You can slide it over. It's just a little tighter. If you use the 1/2 inch, I suggest using the Gorilla Glue to hold the noodle, but on 3/4 pipe, it actually fits pretty tight, so you don't really need to glue it. Slide that back up to that one. There we go. And now you hear the weight. It goes slowly. So when you put it in the water, make sure your weight's on that end. It'll lay flat like this in the water. And when the fish pulls on it, the water and the weight will slide down and that thing will float like that in the water. And I'll get some video of mine floating like that. I'll set it off and have it floating sideways, and then I'll have it activate and go this way. That's all there is to making it. I mean, and I'll make another video to show you how I rigged up my lines on here. So we'll go ahead and finish this one off real quick. Since I already have the water measured, do it real quick. And all that water's doing is adding a little extra weight and taking the airspace out, because when you have air in your pipe down here, your pipe's going to be buoyant and it's going to want to float up. That's what gives it that little side-to-side motion where it's bouncing. I don't like the bouncing. I want to know I got fish on me. Good to me. Here we go. And just like that, you got 2 of them. So you get a good sized piece of pipe, cut 24-inch sections out of it. 1 noodle will make you 4 of these. So there you go. That's all there is to it. And like I said, I'll add on to this video. The next part I'll start up with will be the hooks that I'm using and the lines. I'm using 30, well, because I don't have any right now, but I'm using 30-pound test monofilament. I have a big snap swivel up here that connects to the little eye bolt. I got a trilene knot tied in right here, coming down, and then where the hook is, so to protect the, on the hook I have actually a snell knot, I have a bead, and then I have a small egg sinker right here just to give it a little bit of weight to keep it down, but I don't want too much on there. And it's only about 4 foot of line, so I'm fishing about 4 foot below this. And that's it. Pretty simple to make. But I will show another, I'll add on to tying of the knots and stuff like that, see if I can show you how to do that. fish on because he went around this. So I'm gonna try to fish him, get him out. Let me go down here on the bottom side and see if I can't get him, because this will be the first fish I actually caught on the noodle. And it does look like it's attempting to stand up the way it's supposed to, but because he went around the pier and got it hung up, it looks like he's a... All right, everybody, look. The new style noodle did work. I caught a little catfish, first fish on it. It was standing up. He was pulling against it, and it was on that string, so of course it was pulling it over like that. But when I let the string loose, it was standing up, so it does work. So let's get it baited and get it out there and try and catch another.